Hello and welcome to the Capital Market Bridge Shora Show. My name is William Evans. This year we begin by having a conversation, of course, on the report that is highlighting the performance of the Capital Market Authority 2024-2025 financial year. Of course, to have this conversation with me is the acting CEO of the Capital Market Authority. Many thanks for allowing time and space to have this conversation on the Capital Market Bridge Shora Show.
Good afternoon, William. Welcome to Capital Market Authority.
Many thanks. Of course, we've for some of us that have looked at the report, 2024-2025 has been a successful year. But we understand that behind the figures, behind the numbers, are values, are individuals, are skills, are talent, but also the overall mandate. Let's begin from reminding people our mandate, our values, but also our goal.
The vision of Capital Market is to be the key contributors to Rwanda becoming a financial center through the mobilization of long-term saving. Our mission in Capital Market is to nurture wealth by facilitating the development of orderly, fair, and transparent and efficient capital markets. Our value, this is main us. We are guided by 4 values: good governance, knowledge, creativity, and innovation. These values shape everything we do, from how we regulate to how we engage with investors and market participants.
This is something that you've been doing for some time. In terms of practical, how do you get from the values and the mandate to real field, to real market practices?
We have 4 main activities in capital markets. The first one is to regulate and develop Rwanda capital market. So it is to set the rules and ensure that the market and players operate fairly. The second activity is to protect investors and ensure fair and efficient markets. So when people invest, we want to be sure that they trade fairly. The third part of the activity are mobilize the long-term savings to finance investment. So we help to channel the savings into productive investment that grows the economy. The last activity is to foster innovation while upholding market integrity. We encourage new ideas and technology, and we keep the market safe and trustworthy. So in this area, we have also the sandbox that in capital market is open to technology.
The sandbox, of course, you're regulating, you're protecting, but also a bit of doing an oversight role. In terms of oversight, which individuals fall under your oversight?
Today, we have 39 institutions under our capacities. This includes, of course, the Rwanda Stock Exchange, where people can buy, sell bonds, equities, but also the East Africa Commodity Exchange. But on the side of these 2 big institutions, we also regulate investment banks, investment managers, fund administrators and custodians, security brokers, credit agents, rating agency, collective investment scheme, and investment advisors. So in total, CMS supervises a growing network of licensed market players working to serve investors.
But beyond just the figures, maybe what would you say are some of the highlights of the year that is in review in terms of assurances in volumes, but also participation on the market?
I will start with government bonds. Government bonds market is a low risk debt securities issue by the government to raise capital for public spending and projects. This year was really a very intense year with 14 bonds issued. The average yield for the long term is around 13%. For the mid term is around 11%. So in total, the raise around 193 billion in 2024, and in 2025 we raised 246 billion. It is a raise of 27%. So it's really remarkable. Investor demand was also exceptional. The subscription rates reached 293%. Compared to last year at 152%. So this means that for every bond offer, nearly 3 times the amount of money was bid by investors. This shows strong confidence in Rwanda economy and government fiscal management.
From where you sit, would you say that was the target was achieved, or probably you're aiming at probably an increase of 50%, even 100%, if that is possible? But also on that, you could also tell us on the performance of corporate bonds, yes, in the same year that we are looking at.
Last year, we have got the opportunity to issue 3 debt instruments, 3 bonds, for a total of 46 billion Rwandan franc. So the 3 companies are Mary Grain Miller, who issue a traditional plain vanilla for 3 billion. The Prime Energy, we issue a green bond for 9.5 billion. And the BRD, we issue a sustainable bond for 33.5 billion. So definitely the corporate bond is moving on, and we are very happy about it. And we hope that this year more companies will issue new corporate bonds.
One would be probably listening to this conversation and they're wondering about the performance in terms of equity market, right? And some of the indicators that really you could highlight from 2024, 2025. For someone that has such a question in their mind, what would you say to them?
So the equity market performed well. Equity market is where the share of company are bought and sell in the Rwanda Stock Exchange. So the market capitalization has grew by 3.4% from 3.7 trillion to 3.8 trillion. This is a very good performance. The Rwanda share index rose by 14% and the all share index by 3.4%. So the numbers show that the market is growing and more people are trading, and we expect to have more investors in this category also to join us.
The companies, of course, they're those famous ones, the Mary Grain Millers. But what are some of the companies that are now listed on the exchange?
10 companies are listed in the Rwanda Stock Exchange. These include local company, 5, and also 5 cross-listed companies. The 5 local companies are the Barley-Roi, I&M Bank, Bank of Kigali, MTN Rwanda, and Simera. The cross-listed company are Equity Bank, RH Buffalo, Ushumi Supermarket, and National Media Group. So the cross-listed company are companies who are listed, most of them in Nairobi, and there is one from South Africa.
We are looking at performance overall, but specifically now, if we get to collective investment scheme, how did that perform? But also, collective investment scheme, in terms of definition, what would we say it is?
A collective investment scheme is where many investors pool their money together and give this money to a professional managers who invest in a diversified portfolio. In Rwanda today, we have 2 collective investment funds. We have the Air Knight, we have Interembe Fund, and we have BK Capital, we have Anguka Fund. So the performance of the both collective investment scheme have been very good. There was a growth by 12% from 64 billion to 71 billion. And also what is very interesting is the number of unit holders that grew by 39%. So we see that many people are joining this kind of type of investment, very accessible investment. We can invest starting by 2,000 Rwandan franc, and there is digital channels that allow consumer to use this. So this growth shows that more Rwandans are discovering the benefit of collective investment, and with professional managers that provide diversified products.
You look around, I think except South Africa, most of the African capital markets I beat, in terms of performance. What are some of the international collaborations that we've been able to land between 2024, 2025? And in terms of technologies, what sort of innovations happened around that year?
In the report, we have highlighted 3 partnership. The first one is the cooperation with Luxembourg Development. Capital Market has worked with Luxembourg Development and Rwanda Finance to advance on joint initiative, essentially on sustainable finance, green finance, and fintech. The second partnership that we have is with the African Development Bank. We receive a loan that allow us to develop several components. The first one is the CMA infrastructure, IT infrastructure. The second is to strengthening regulatory framework. And the last one is on capacity building for financial sector. Finally, I want to highlight also the collaboration on financial education with the CIT, the Chartered Institute of Security Investment. These collaborations support capacity building and professional development in the market.
I don't know if it's the case here, but usually every after year report, there are sort of recommendations, but also there's also a bit of benchmarking and coming up with new priorities. For someone that, of course, as we come to the end, for someone that has been following this conversation and they're wondering, okay, this is great performance for 2024, 2025, but here we are in 2025, 2026. Have we come up with specific priorities that we are looking at in terms of market priorities, expected developments, perhaps opportunities for investors? We still have 10 companies listed, but there are lots of companies that are operating in Rwanda. But also we can also look at countries, rather companies across the board. What does that picture look like 2025, 2026?
The market has been very powerful in 2025, and we want to use this dynamic to foster the activity for 2026. So there is a lot of new initiative. There is new piece of legislation that we want to enact in the coming Q1 and Q2 of 2026, that we believe that going to make the market more efficient and more attractive. All these new instruments are very powerful. We have also many new investors coming to receive license in the capital market, and they are going to propose new products for the consumer. But my message will be the following. The capital market is open to everyone. And whether you are young, professional, retired, this market is yours. So there is no need of necessarily a big amount to invest. Today we have collective investment scheme allowing people to start to invest starting with 2,000 Rwandan francs, and with a very good return around 10 to 11%. So we will continue to work to deepen the capital market, to make it sure that it is safe and fair for the investors. And we will strengthen the regulation, embrace innovation, and expand financial literacy across the country to share the message to every Rwandans. We encourage all Rwandans to learn, save, and invest in their future through capital markets. Invest today, secure tomorrow. We're waiting for you.
Well, many thanks. Let me thank you for, of course, the time and also sharing your insights.
Thank you very much, William.
Well, I guess the message is very clear. The capital market is for everyone, student, young, old, retired, working, for everyone. But also the message is also, again, very clear that you should learn how to invest, but also how to save. My name is William Evans, and this is the Capital Market Bridge Show. See you next time. Goodbye.